M156 camshaft adjuster. Disassembling it and installing new adjuster plates from 63everything or machining required. These are my old plates over here that I pulled out a while back. Here is a really damaged plate. You can see where the pin has been sliding back and forth, wearing on the plate for who knows how many miles, hours. And my other ones don't look too bad, especially for 180,000 miles. That's exhaust on the driver's side, intake, passenger side. I'm sorry, that was exhaust, passenger side, intake passenger, exhaust driver, intake driver. But disassembling the adjuster, once you mark it, remove it from the car, do not drop this little washer inside the engine. Not because you need it again, you need to replace it, but that would just be catastrophic to drop it in the engine. So mark it where it comes off, lock it. You can either use I think it's an M5 bolt to lock it, or this tool normally comes with the kits. And then it's T30 Torx on the adjuster. I loosened these before this video. You can put it in a vise with some soft jaws, the adjuster that is, and break them loose. Be gentle. These bolts are not tough. Adjuster comes apart like that. Lift it carefully. You'll see a mark where this little plastic guide pin has been riding. That plastic guide pin is for the spring, which is here. That spring holds the pin down. Those should be the only small parts, so don't get too intimidated. I'm going to disassemble the rest of it. Just from back here, I push from the center, and you'll push this inner gear out. It's kind of hard, but go figure, this is the hardest one, and I'm on camera. Sheesh. They're normally not this hard. There we go. So get that inner gear to pop out. And set it to the side and get your pin out. There's the pin. It sits in that hole on the plate, and the plate is the wear component on these. And then you can kind of spin this to the side and pull straight up on it. There's a small black plastic nub that sits in here. So let's grab our new plate. New plate. Roll it up. And now we're going to take the inner gear here. And there's really multitude of orders that you can do this in. You don't have to do it in this order, but new plate is installed. I'm gonna put a little oil around here because it cannot hurt. It cannot hurt. And we're gonna put our pin back in. Sorry, this video is like incredibly blurry. I'm sorry. And we'll just push the pin in with a bolt. Now we will take this outer gear and look. So okay, so the pin is in, and then there's your lock hole in the plate for the pin. So you need to be on this revolution here, and then the little plastic nub needs to go in there. So you're gonna go and match it up, slide it on, lock it in, and just test rotate it. And then what I do is get it lined up over the hole. So if you look, right now it's not over the hole. Now it is. And I'll stick a bolt down in there, and that will lock the adjuster for now. Okay, now you can install the adjuster back to the gear. Sorry I didn't show that, but line it up on there, wherever you made your marks. Spring goes in, little plastic nub goes on top of that. I like to put a little bit of oil on it. I know this thing gets quite oiled whenever it cranks up, but it can't hurt. Line up your wear spot with the little black plastic nub. And what I normally like to do is take 2 bolts, and this is just on disassembly. Take 2 bolts, and when I say disassembly, I mean when you're disassembling and reassembling one of these adjusters, because there's no specs in the manual or anything for working on these adjusters. But what I'll do in the rest of this, I don't even have to video, is I'll put 2 in just lightly, and then I'll take and clean these 3 bolts off, put some Loctite, blue Loctite, on the tips of them, run them in, take these 2 back out, put Loctite on them, run them in, and then torque them to about 23 Newton meters, and you should be good.